believe we are now live. Can someone in the chat confirm? I see that there are 2 people in chat. This is my first time streaming, so I have no idea how this works. I believe that is everything set up. I only hope my audio is good. Alright, well, I'm going to get things started. Hopefully. If people join, people join. If people don't, this is basically just going to be an extra long recording, which is fine with me. So, for those who watched my Emerald Seaglass series, you know that with my Poison Monotype Nuzlocke, I made it to Brawly before suffering my first loss, King the Nidoran male, at the hands of Brawly's Makahita. And then made it without another loss all the way to Watson, only to be swept by Watson's Manectric. And of course, because my rules are that if I get swept, I have to restart, that was the end of the run, despite me having at least another full team of 6 in the box. So, here I am going to restart. Now, before I start... let's see if I can... Nope, that's not going to work. Right, so I can't show it right now. Unless I do this. Can I switch to... Is it going to work? Oh my. And it's behind the other one. Hold on, we're going to close the game real quick. So I have made a wheel with all the types. And I'm just going to quickly give it a spin to see what type I'm doing next. If I get poison, I'm just going to spin it again. The ice type. Now that is interesting, because the ice type isn't... So, as a ninja, I use the ghost, the dark, and the poison type, but the ice type is one of my favorites. Why? Couldn't tell ya. I just like the ice type. So, I'm gonna be trying to Monotype Nuzlocke with only ice types. And I already know this is gonna go really badly, because in Hoenn, the ice type is weak to the first 2 gyms and the 4th gym. There's also no grass gym. There's the flying gym that will be good against. And then there's also Drake, which we should do good against. Oh boy. This is going to be challenging. But hey, it's what we got, so we're going to give it a try. Let's go ahead and start. So we have reset to my default starting. Let's see, so I gotta use the cheat system, cheat device, enter a code. I believe our code is mono space ice. I believe is the code. Code is valid. What do we get? We get a Swinub. Not the worst. Mamoswine is really good. However, I do believe you can find Swinub actually really early on, if I'm not mistaken. So this could be somewhat detrimental. Now, we're not gonna name Swinub right away because we get to name our Pokemon right after we save Birch. Now, since I used the save state, we are in fact back to the point where, so I have all my rare candies, all my Master Balls. I've already enabled the things so that we can check all the Pokemon in the area. So first we gotta go see what in the world. Why is this Swinub purple? Did I get a shiny Swinub? Ain't no way I got a shiny Swinub. Either I got a shiny Swinub or there's something really wrong with my Swinub. Oh my goodness. Yes, hello. I am your new next door neighbor. So we gotta go upstairs, investigate the Pokeball. Hello, yes, I am Grim. Hello, May. One thing I have always appreciated about Emerald is the different dialogues between the male and female protagonist. See what's going on? Can you see what's happening? Yes. What do we got? Okay, so let's think strategically. If we pick Torchic, May's gonna have Mudkip. If we pick Mudkip, May's gonna have Trico. And if we pick Trico, she's gonna have Torchic. Now, the absolute last thing we want as an Ice type user is for May to have Blaziken. So we want to do Mudkip so that she picks Trico so that we have a slight advantage. This is challenging enough, so the least I can do is make it a little easier on May. Then again, I believe if May does not have, if May doesn't have Trico, she gets Tropius, who's 4 times weak to ice. So I need to decide between having to deal with a Swampert and dealing with... So either need to deal with Swampert Tropius or Sceptile Wailord. Either way, I'm probably gonna have to deal with Magcargo, which is gonna suck. I think I'm gonna pick Mudkip and give May Trico. Let's see. Can Swinub at least get through the first battle? Because we don't know what Swinub's moveset is. Okay, so we obviously don't have a shiny Swinub, so clearly something is wrong with the Swinub Overworld sprite. So we got Tackle, Odor Sleuth, and Mudsport. This is really good, actually, to start with. Mudsport doesn't really matter. Odor Sleuth at least makes Tackle useful, even if we have to encounter a a ghost type. And unfortunately, I think we're going to be stuck with just Swinub for a little. Oh, that sucks. Please just die. Thank you. Now, for those who have watched my first attempt at a poison monotype lock, you know that there is a level cap that, like, we can't go over. The game won't allow us. So I need a nickname for the Swinub. No one is in the chat as far as I can tell. So I guess I gotta come up with a name myself. Let's see, male Swinub. What do I name you? Named is so difficult sometimes. I'm just gonna name you... whatever. I'm just gonna name you... I'm gonna name you Glacier, because why not? I think that's how you spell Glacier. Who knows? Yes, I think it's a great idea to go see May. It's also occurring to me that even though I picked Mudkip, May has the grass type, and grass is strong against ground. So, despite me making what I thought was the optimal decision, it turns out 'twas not the optimal decision. The best decision would have been picking Mudkip. Or, not Mudkip, would have been picking Torchic to force Mudkip on her. Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now. Whirlpool's not a problem. I don't think... See, here's the thing that worries me. I don't think we get another ice type until, what's the name of that passageway? Like the cave that's, between, Rustboro and, I think it's Verdendurf? Is that what that other town is called? The one where you rescue Pico. Any items? No items. So first things first, we're going to go to the Pokemon Center. We need to heal every opportunity we can. And then let's talk to you. You're going to take me to the Pokemart, and then you're going to give me a potion. Yeah, so we get our potion, which is going to be important. Oh, I do need... I almost forgot that I need... Nope, that's my items. Mudkip needs to go. I'd love to know why Swinub is such a weird color in the overworld sprite. Hesitant. Hesitant, you say? I mean, when you're that color, I don't blame you. I can barely make out Swinub's features. Like, you can barely see its eyes because it's all the same color. Like, the one part of it that's a normalish color is its nose. Like, why? Why are you pink? Why are you pink and blue? I don't understand. Oh boy, another Zigzagoon. Probably gonna have to deal with Growl again. Yep, Growl. Oh, and he's doing it again! This guy's trolling us. He's still growling. He is still growling. Would you just attack me already? Why isn't he attacking? Now he attacks for like 3 damage. What? Now, I need to make a very important decision here. I'm not allowed to use the potion in the middle of battle, which means I need to use it now or not use it. Tough call. I mean, he's also only level 5. You know what? I'm gonna take the risk, save my potion. I might be cooked here. He outspeeds me. I think I'm just screwed. If I don't kill here, I'm dead. And we barely make it out alive. And we level up. Maybe I should have grinded a little bit, but it's okay. Everything turned out okay. Everything is fine. Okay, so we need to run back, go to the Pokemon Center, because we don't want Glacier. We don't want Glacier dying on us, because if Glacier dies, that's the end of the run. Yes, May, we're hurrying home. We're even using the run button. Okay, so we're gonna go to the lab. We get the 5 Pokeballs that we're not going to use. here's where we get the Dex Nav, which is perfect because it means we can start hunting for ice types. So we're gonna Dex Nav. Let's see, what do we got? Eevee. Actually, as soon as I get cut, because the only grass here is behind the tree, as soon as we have cut, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna Dex Nav hunt Eevee, because even though I can't use Eevee, as soon as I figure out how I evolve Eevee in this game, because I don't actually know, I don't know if there's an ice stone somewhere, I don't know if it's just by level up now, I don't know if there's an ice stone somewhere, but it's because Eevee can evolve into Glaceon. I don't know if it can in this game, but I guess we'll find out eventually. Wurmple, Poochyena, Zigzagoon, Centric, Hoot Hoot, Nidoran, Pikachu. Alright, so we've got Swinub. Our team right now is Swinub. Only Swinub. Why does everything use Growl? Everything just uses Growl. We didn't take any damage there, right? No. So on to the next route. And now we Dex Nav. Morel, Goldeen. No ice types. So we're still stuck with Swinub. And I believe we're going to be stuck with Swinub for a little while, too. I wish we at least had an ice type or ground type. This right here could be the end of this run. And it gets a crit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the end of the run already, guys. Are you kidding me? He's just bullying us at this point. Well, that sucks. Alright, so it's back to the room we go. So we are going to go back to the wheel. And once again, we have to spin. And this time we're going to try the flying type, it looks like. Alright, so this time, let's do... turn that back on, turn that off. One moment, I don't recall all the codes by heart. So if you'll all give me just a moment. I have it saved somewhere. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so let's go to the cheat device. Nope, it's not. Nope, that's wrong. It is mono space flying. We get interesting. We get man type. Interesting. Oh, look, a little Mantyke. Look at that sprite. Mantyke feels refreshed. Oh, that's nice. I have a feeling this run is going to go a lot better. No, we need to go in here first. Go up, interact with the Pokeball. So we go out. Now, I can only hope Mantyke has an actual attacking move, because if it doesn't, we're gonna have to reset real quick. Now we have yet another choice to make. I think ideally, so I obviously want May to have either Torchic, so that she has Combuskin and Blaziken who are weak to flying, or I want her to have Trico, who's weak to flying. Which means I need to either pick Mudkip, so that she picks Trico, or Trico, so she picks Torchic. Well, seeing as my starter is also a water type, I think I should pick Trico and force her to pick Torchic. So we're going to pick Trico. And we start with a water type move. That is great. Now we also have Supersonic, but I'm not really concerned with Supersonic. Because even though Confusion can really come in clutch, Supersonic's just kind of bad. We get Mantyke, and we have to name it, so we're gonna name you... I'm gonna name you Rhea, because it's a Ray, but she's a girl, so Rhea. So we're gonna stick with that. Yes, good idea for me to go Clobber May. Off we go. Now we do have Master Balls, but the rule is no catching until after May, because the first battle is to be a battle of starters. My only concern is that Mantyke's stat total is probably much lower than Torchic's, so I'm hoping that our type advantage makes up for it. Actually, did Red take any damage? A little bit. But we have to come in here anyways to drop off the Trico. So we're gonna heal up Rhea. Still no one in chat, which is fine. Kind of expected. I mean, I'm just starting out, so I didn't really expect anyone to be here, so it's just gonna be an extra long video essentially. Do I wish someone was here to watch? Yeah, kind of. But it's whatever. They say the hardest part of recording a video is pressing the record button. Just like that, YouTube, the hardest part is getting started. And I'm still in that starting phase. I'm still just beginning, so it's not surprising that there's not anyone watching. And hey, it could just be that people aren't interested in watching a Nuzlocke for all I know. So now, hopefully, our type advantage makes up for the fact that our stat total is much lower as a baby Pokemon. It definitely does. And Mentike is really fast, too. No way! What are the odds? Her Torchic randomly happened to get the hidden ability Speed Boost? Nasty. Oh, and of course I know I'm gonna forget that in the future, so this Torchic is definitely gonna end up being the death of my run at some point, I guarantee it. Now, a lot of people say that Nuzlocke doesn't really start until you get your Pokeballs, but I think that only applies to the catching portion of a Nuzlocke. If you fail the first rival battle before getting your Pokeballs, that's still a game over in my opinion. We go to the lab. We get our Pokeballs, so we're allowed to catch Pokemon now. So let's start with... No, we don't get Dexnav yet. So we get our Dexnav. So the Pokemon we can get here in Little Root are Natu, which could be good for Brawly if we can get our hands on a Psychic type. Yanma, who... Yanmega is just really good and is really decent in general. Speed Boost, and then what Pokemon, what do we deal with? see, Yanmega helps with Tate and Liza. Floor Sydney. No grass specialists. So that's it. It helps with Tate and Liza and Sydney. Natu, second type, that helps with Brawly. No poison specialists. And Spearow is just normal flying, which just helps with Brawly. You know, think about it. Flying types aren't that great in Hoenn. They're only the only super effective like advantage is against Brawly. Not only are they only good against Brawly, they're weak to 2 of the first 3 gyms. They're weak to Roxanne and to Watson. Oh my god, Watson. How am I I failed to Watson on my poison run. How am I gonna beat Watson now that I'm using a type that's weak to him? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to hope I find a glider or something to wall him. Okay, well, I did that by accident. I can't actually get that Spearow. So what can we get here? Stick Nav. Now, I could do Wurmple to get Silcoon and Beautyfly. However, because there's no guarantee the Wurmple will evolve into Silcoon, I'm gonna wait until I can just get Silcoon in the forest. So for now, our only team edition is gonna be Hoot Hoot. We are, of course, going to use a regular Pokeball because why would we waste a Master Ball in level 3? Perfect. Hoot Hoot, the owl Pokemon, has an internal organ that senses the Earth's rotation. Using this special organ, a Hoot Hoot begins hooting at precisely the same time every day. Huh. Yes, we need a nickname for Hoot Hoot. Female Hoot Hoot. Let's do... Now, I have no idea if I'm spelling this correctly. Nacht, I believe, is night in German. I could be spelling that wrong. I hope not. That would be really embarrassing. We're gonna do that, and if for whatever reason I'm wrong, too bad. I'll fix it some other time. So we're gonna go to 103. Dexnav, and here we get Wingull or Pelipper in the water, but we can't go in the water yet. However, we can actually get ourselves a full team here. We can get Spearow, Hoppip, Wingull, and Pidgey. So we're gonna start with Spearow. Oh, and something interrupted. It's a Weedle, but we're doing flying types, so... No thank you, Weedle. What else we got? Let's try Spearow again. And Spearow's right there this time. Level 3 females. Another female. Somehow. We're gonna... Let's see, it's only level 3, so we're gonna try a Pokeball again. It escaped, so we're gonna switch to a Master Ball. Tiny bird Pokemon. Its loud cry can be heard over half a mile away. If its high, keening cry is heard echoing all around, there's a sign that they are warning each other of danger. Nickname to the captured Spearow. What do we name Spearow? My default name for Spearow is Captain Jack, but this is a female Spearow. You know what? Let's go with... I'm just gonna go with the name Raven. I know there's sparrows, not ravens, but I can't come up with anything better. I'm not very creative. I mean, I am, just not with Pokemon names. So next we're gonna grab a Hoppip. We've got an interesting team building already. Oh, I forgot to read it. I'm so sorry. What do we name Hoppip? A male Hoppip. Let's name you... Let's do something simple and name you Sprouts. Okay, we've already got an interesting team here. We got water flying, a couple normal flying, a grass flying. We're about to have another water flying and another normal flying. And then once we get cut, we're also going to have a psychic flying. And we're going to have... What was the other flying type that was there? I don't remember. Let's get ourselves... It couldn't be found nearby. Interesting. Let's try... What about Pidgey? Yeah, Pidgey's nearby. Hello, Pidgey. I really like that Pidgey spray. Like, honestly, the people who made this game did such amazing sprite work. I mean, I kind of saw that coming. It's a little annoying all the same, so I'm just going to use the other Pokeball. Even if it doesn't catch it, I'm getting rid of the Pokeballs. Probably shouldn't be. I could sell them for extra money to buy more potions. And And now we're going to use one of our master models. Oh, wait a minute. They removed its normal type. It has an extremely sharp sense of direction. It can unerringly return home to its nest, however far it may be removed from its familiar surroundings. Interesting, it took away its normal type, which means it actually resists fighting now, instead of it being neutral. Female Pidgey. Once again, lack of creativity. P-Jenny. It's a pigeon. Pigeony. And then the last thing we can get here is Wingull. So we're getting our Wingull. It's only level 2, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Oh, I forgot to read it again. I think I've got the perfect name for this Wingull. See, I've been playing a lot of Heart Gold recently, and there's this one sailor who keeps calling me for rematches in the lighthouse, and his name is Huey. And if there's one thing I know about sailors in Pokemon, it's that they often use water types or fighting types, and one of the Pokemon they seem to use them like very frequently is Wingull, when it's available. So I'm gonna name this Wingull Huey. And we're gonna hit up the Pokemon Center. So off we go. Anything new here? Once again, we've got Wurmple, Surskit. No flying types this route. Because if I'm not mistaken, Masquerain is also bug water, not bug flying. So we got no flying types here. This guy killed our attempt at the Ice-type run. Let's see if we can do a little better with our full team of 6 flying types. I mean, this time we outspeed, so... Hypnosis! We wake up quickly. Oh, that's good. comfortable trying again. If we tank, even a crit. Okay, we're good. It does get risky, because I don't remember if crits in this game use the 2 times or the 1.5 times damage modifier. I am going back to heal. Because I want to save my potions for whenever possible. And no, I'm not going to bother leveling anyone else up just yet. Because the first gym is Roxanne. So we want our water types to be as high level as possible. And it doesn't matter, by the time we reach Roxanne, they're all going to be max level. But... and this is a big but. Having a single strong Pokemon until we get there is going to be really important. Especially for those who remember and who actually watched my Poison monologue. In Petalburg Woods, we have to deal with Wailmer. Unfortunately, we have no good way of dealing with said Wailmer at the moment. So since we don't have a type advantage, our best bet at the moment is just to have a high-level Pokemon. Oh. We're also going to have Ladybug as fodder, now that I think about it. And you may be wondering why I said, I mean, those who know. If you know, you know. Ladybug and Ledian kind of suck. Their stats are garbage. So Skid, unfortunately, you are not useful to me. I'm just gonna tackle because I don't have anything super effective. Ray has Water Absorb. That's going to come in handy against... that might actually really be useful against that Wailmer. Because I don't know what moves the Wailmer in the woods has. If it has Rollout, we're screwed. If it has a Water-type move, though, we're going to be at a huge advantage. We're also going to get Tailo, and Tailo is actually really good. If you can set it up with a poison, then Facade is really good. Okay, let's grab these berries. We got 2 orange berries, and one of my rules is that I'm not allowed to replant berries, so... we get Pecha berries, which could come in handy. I remember they were useless in my first run because all my Pokemon were immune to poison. Bubble Beam. And hopefully attack was enough. This could be problematic. Let's try Supersonic. We hit, that's great. Keep doing that. I need you to keep hitting yourself. Hello, Scary Slasher in chat. Welcome. This is not my first attempt of the night. Currently got a flying monotype run going. When I first started my live stream, it was ice types. I ended up starting with a Swinub and losing to the first trainer after the rival. That was fun. But this time I rolled flying types, and this is my starter Rhea, and oh, apparently Rhea is a bit shy. Is there anything in here that I can get? Squirtle and Meryl. Nope. Radical Red. See, I've heard Radical Red. I don't actually know what it is. Is it just an enhanced version of is it just like a harder version of Red? I'm not familiar with most of the fan-made and like the hardcore Nuzlocke stuff. Like I like some good Nuzlockes. I'm just not familiar with the ROM hacks and stuff made specifically for Nuzlocking. Harder version of Fire Red. Okay. Every Pokemon 1 through 9. Well, as you can see, we've got Mantite here, so this isn't just Gen 3 Pokemon. Heck, in Little Root Town, the town you started in, you can find Applin. I mean, granted you can only get Applin after you got the first gym because they put a tree there, but... I'm talking to Norman... And here comes Wally. The reason monotype runs are... So, here's the thing. Monotype runs with some types are pretty much impossible in some games, simply because there's not enough of that type, or you don't get enough of them early on, and you basically get completely screwed because of some other reason. Oh, this isn't a ROM. Well, I mean, it is a ROM. It's... Sorry. I guess it's... I should say it's not a ROM hack. It's an entirely remastered, remade version of Pokemon Emerald called Emerald Seaglass. Like, all the sprite work is redone. Well, not every Pokemon, but they added, like, a lot of Pokemon from different generations. And then, this game is great for monologues, because they add a cheat system for you to specifically do certain things. So, like, for people who don't like grinding, they have a cheat that gives you rare candies. Or, if you want to guarantee that you catch the Pokemon you want, to make the, like, and you don't want to... Yeah, that's fair. Oh, this is the best part of the game right here. You don't actually have to watch him catch the Ralts. Super amazing. But yeah, so in the cheat system, if you don't want to grind, you want to focus on the strategy, you can get rare candies. If you don't want to worry about accidentally killing a Pokemon or the Pokemon like getting away or killing one of your mons, you can give yourself Master Balls. You can even give yourself specific Pokemon. But there's also a cheat code specifically for giving you a random type or a random Pokemon of the type you select at the start. If I end up losing to Rock Sand with a team of all flying types, which is very probable, you'll get to see one of those codes depending on which type I get. While we're here, since you are the first one here, oh, he's not here. He's in the other town. Well, this is my team right now. So first we've got Ray of the Mantike, my starter, with Water Absorb, which is going to be real helpful because of something a bit later. We got Noct the Hoot Hoots, Analytic. I don't remember that. Is that a new ability? That ability... I've been playing Pokemon my entire life, and that ability does not sound familiar. That must be something they added. Moving last boosts the power of moves. Interesting. We've got our Spearow with Technician, Raven. Now, I named it Raven because I couldn't think of anything better. I've got Sprout the Hoppip. I have Pigeony the Pidgey. And you'll actually notice something. Really? It's not a new ability? Maybe I'm just unfamiliar with it. That's entirely possible. I'm less familiar with the newest like couple generations, just because I started in Generation 4, and like Generation 4 through 6, absolutely loved them, and then Generation 7 I started falling off. P. Jenny. Yeah, that works too. So yeah, yeah, Generation 7, I've never even finished Sun or Moon. Haven't finished them. I couldn't get behind Sun and Moon. Like, I like some of the characters, I like the story sort of, but at some point it just kind of lost me. Generation 8 though, Generation 8 was fun, but it's another one that I never beat. I never beat Sword or Shield. I own both games, but I never beat either of them, simply because I enjoyed just the wild area like way too much. I have beaten Scarlet and Violet though. Oh, that's probably why I'm not as familiar. I'm not as familiar with hidden abilities. You'll actually notice here, black 2, black, white, black 2, white 2. Yeah, okay. If it's only a hidden ability, that explains why I didn't know about it much, though. And I'm much less familiar with black and white than I am X, Y, and like Pearl, Platinum, Diamond, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. You'll actually notice here, Pidgey is missing one of its types. They changed a bunch of the types in this game. So, for example, Ekans and Arbok are finally Poison Dark type like they should have been all along. And now Pidgey is simply Flying type. So instead of Fighting type being neutral against it, it actually resists fighting, making P-Jenny here a lot more useful. And then I have Huey the Wingull, named after a sailor in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. He doesn't have a Wingull or Pelipper, but sailors usually have Wingulls and Pelippers, so. Politoed is normal water. Interesting. So if you want, there is a name reader just in I forgot the town prior to this one. Oldale, I think it is. If you have anything more creative than Raven for Spearow, I'd really appreciate an idea. Because the more I look at it, the more annoyed I am with myself that I named my Spearow Raven. I don't know why I did that. I just couldn't come up with anything better. Now this should be, yep, here comes Scott. Okay, we get the EXP share, so all of our Pokemon will now level, that's great. Alright, so let's see. Anyone actually useful here? Anyone new? Well, we can get Yanma here, and we can get Talo here. And we've already got Pidgey. Let's see. Let's start with Yanma. Now, I'm a little... That's not a bad name. I kind of like that. Maybe that's what I'll name our. Maybe that's what I'll name the Talo. Now, I'm hoping Yanmega is actually going to be really useful here. Yanmega, because even though there's no grass type specialist, Bug resists fighting, so Yanmega are going to be good for Brawly, just to resist hits. And then also, Bug type's going to be good against Tate and Liza, and then against Sydney of the Elite Four. Now, I was a little worried when I rolled the Flying type, simply because Hoenn is awful for the Flying type. Because the Flying type is weak to Rock, weak to Electric. The first two of the first three gyms it's weak to. Good against Brawly, but it's only the second gym. And then they're not good against anything else in the entire region because there's no Bug type specialist, no Grass type specialist, and then there's Glacia, who is gonna wall our Flying types as well. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Speed Boost Yanmega is gonna do wonders in this game. Noct levels up and learns Hypnosis, that's great. Everyone's leveling up. Now our most valuable members of the team for the time being are going to be Huey and Rhea, because we're going to need the Water Tech to beat Roxanne. Let's see, Yanma can see 360 degrees without moving its eyes. It is a great flyer capable of making sudden stops and turning mid-air to quickly chase down targeted prey. That's pretty cool. Yeah, if Fletchling is in this game, that'll be great for Glacia. Otherwise, Skarmory is gonna do wonders. Let's see, name for Yanma. Sonic's not bad. Let's do that. I like the name Sonic because that's the entire game for Yanma and Yanmega is Speedy. Now I only hope that this Yanma has Speed Boost. I don't know if it has any other potential abilities, but if it does, getting a hidden ability is Wind Rider. So we gotta hope that we didn't get a Wind Rider Yanma. That would suck. And then Talo. Search level's already 1 because I battled one earlier. Couldn't be found nearby. Alright, we're gonna search a little over on this side. There it is. I don't know if there are ability changers in this game. I know you can buy mints at the flower shop. I don't want to attack, I want to Master Ball. So, search level, if I remember how it actually works, I believe the higher your search level, the better the chances that, not only does it give you more information, but the search level, I believe, increases your odds of the Pokemon knowing a move it doesn't normally know, or of having its hidden ability, I think. Although it's small, it is very courageous. It will take on a larger Skarmory on an equal footing. However, its will weakens if it becomes hungry. Female. I want to do something like Angel, but I don't know if Togekiss is in this game or not. Oh, you're right. Guts Talo would be really good. Let's name it Guts. Hopefully naming her Guts will bring in a gut. Will make it so her ability's Guts. Let's go do some battles down on the beach. You don't battle. You battle. Oh, I should have switched to someone else. Oh, it's a carp. Ooh, Icarus for Taylor. That's a really good name. I wish I'd thought of that before naming it. No, I'm gonna go back to... I can go back to the previous town and use the name writer. Or the name writer. Why is it... Like, I know Mantyke's a... Creepy would suck. Like, it's not a bad ability by any means, it's just so situational. I mean, so is Guts, but at least Guts is more useful. Are you gonna battle me? You are. Now it's very important that I specifically... Hey, I don't mind. When I first started my my Poison Monologue on my channel, I was even like saying like, hey, if anyone wants to have a Pokemon named after himself, leave a comment down below. So if you wanna be the Spearow, I'm down. it is extremely important that I level up. Oh, Bide. I didn't think of Bide. Sorry, it's... Alright, man. It is extremely important that Rhea gets leveled up for the forest. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of damage. Bide is scary. Oh, we get a crit. Cool. Bide is no longer scary. Notch levels up. Raven levels up. We're gonna go get some healing. I'm gonna make a quick trip back to the name reader. This is the good thing about... This is like the only good thing about doing a mono flying run, is that I'm guaranteed to have a flying type to use fly. Because one other thing that's great about this game is that you don't actually have to teach HMs to Pokemon for them to use them. You just have a Pokemon that can learn it, and then you can use it in the field. So you don't have to worry about ruining your Pokemon's moveset. So Spearow is being changed to Scary. And then we're gonna rename... Oh, I need to switch our team up. Now, I am going to... Let's check the abilities first. Yeah, so we got a speed boost, Yanma, which is great. And we got Guts Tailo, yes! So Guts is going to come into the party. We're going to swap out Pidgeotto, since Flying type is not going to be helpful against Roxanne. And we're going to rename our Tailo to Icarus. Now this is the team we have for now. Now, I am slightly worried about the forest, specifically for the Team Aqua Grunt. Normally, Team Aqua Grunt in the forest is negligible, but in this game, that Team Aqua Grunt is a serious threat. Icarus levels up, which was expected. Focus energy, that's always good. High crit rates are good. Kiwi levels up. Into the forest we go. That's the correct way. We're going to go the wrong way first to get an item. Any flying types in the forest? I believe Ladybuzz in here. Even though Ladybug and Ledian are kind of garbage, they're still flying types, which means it is fair game for me to use them as fodder. Let's get rid of Splash because Splash is actually useless. We get a potion. Yeah, so Ladybug. Silcoon gives us Beautifly. Caterpie gives us Butterfree. So we've actually got 3 Pokemon to catch in here. No, I'm not gonna Dex Snap them right away because we've got the entire forest to go through. And I'll Dex Snap them once I get to the end of the forest. Beam. That should Oko. It does. Weedle, that should be another Oko. Yep, another Oko. Purple. I'm assuming this is going to be another Oko. Yep. And the last one is Spinner, which should be another Oko. There it is. First battle in the forest was simple enough. And again, it's not the first battle I'm worried about, it's the second one. Paralyze Heal, that could come in handy. Do we get one of our encounters? We do! We got Ladybug here. Let's go ahead and toss the Master Ball. We need a name. A name for the Ladybug. I mean, a Ladybug's got spots. Could name him Spot. Oh, Noct is learning Peck. That's good. Let's go with Growl. Communicate using a fluid that they secrete from the legs to join the body. They convey feelings to others by altering the fluid's scent. Interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and name you Spot. Because we are uncreative. so that's one of our 3 encounters in here. We still need to get Silcoon and Caterpie. Actually, yeah, Silcoon and Caterpie. Since Silcoon gives us a Beautyfly and Caterpie gives us Butterfree. Okay, put Sprout in front because this battle is actually kind of scary now. No, I have not seen any Shroomish. This Team Aqua Grunt is actually kind of scary. Because instead of whatever he had in regular Emerald, he now has a Whalmer. And I'm pretty sure this Whalmer has Rollout. Maybe? I could be wrong. I could have sworn this Whalmer had Rollout. Well, I mean, if it does have Rollout and it's just not using it, I'm not complaining. Makes it a lot easier to get past it. And if it doesn't have Rollout, well, I worried for nothing. Alright, Sprout level 9. Icarus level 8. Go away, Team Aqua. Do not want you here. I mean, it's money. We don't need a Great Ball. We've got plenty of Master Balls. But hey, it's money. Now we are going to swap our Pokemon. I want to give some others a chance to shine. So let's check our movesets. You know what? Let's put Scary in the front. Let's give Scary a little time in the spotlight. Bull. If it was evolved in a Silcoon, then I would catch it, but there's no guarantee this one evolves into a Silcoon. Super effective? Okay. Good job, Scary, you did it. Very proud. Hey, there we go. Trying to get the bug catcher's attention. Nincada? I'm gonna say Nincada. Because it's a cicada, not a cicada. It's using Harden? Come on. Harden's not gonna save you when you're already almost dead. I was trying to learn Fairy Wind. I mean, I guess Sprout is a special attacker, so Tailwhip's kind of pointless, huh? Let's get our Tailwhip. And instead we're gonna Fairy Wind. Second Pokemon is another Nincada. almost kills, and it still uses Harden. What is he doing? Maybe he uses Harden knowing that he's gonna take a lot of damage, so he's hoping to lower the damage taken. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Noctis level 8, Huey's level 8. Huey learns Witty Attack, that's actually really good. Can't be popular if you lose. Why not? Is this a Ladybug? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I already have a Ladybug. But hey, it's free experience for Scary and the rest of the gang. We get an Ether. So we've gotten Ladybug, we're missing Caterpie and Silcoon. Oh, well, we failed that Silcoon, so we're gonna have to try again. It's a Spinnerack. Scary, please take care of this. Eat the bug. Bug has been eaten. Icarus levels up to level 9. Icarus learns Quick Attack. Let's try that again. Silcoon. I was supposed to catch it, not kill it. I got distracted thinking of wanting to drink some water and killed the Pokemon I was supposed to catch. Does that count as me killing my Beautyfly? Should that count? No, that's not gonna count. Let's try that again. Master Ball. Prepares for evolution using the energy stored while it was a Wurmple. It keeps watch over the surroundings with its 2 eyes. 2 eyes? I only see 1. Let's see. Preparing for a Beautyfly. We're gonna call you... Hold on, I've got a good idea. I just don't know how to spell it, so I'm gonna do this. You will be named... No, there's not enough space. I was going to name it Schmetterling, which is German for butterfly. But you know what? We're just gonna leave it at Schmetterling. And then we need Caterpie. Caterpie will evolve into Butterfree. Master Ball. voracious appetite, compels it to devour leaves bigger than itself without hesitation, and releases a terrible strong odor from its antennae. What to name you? If we stick to German names, let's do Freiheit, which is, I don't know if my pronunciation's correct, but it is freedom if I'm not mistaken. It's like free or freedom. I think Frey is freedom, or Frey is free, Freiheit is freedom. That's all of our captures here, so we're gonna move on. Got some more berries here. We have cherry berries for paralysis. And we get orange berries for healing. Pokeball here. Psyduck. I wouldn't be surprised if Golduck is water psychic now. I'm pretty sure one of these has another item. A Meowth. That's not a flying type. There's a super potion. I'm pretty sure that's everything, so we're gonna head back. Actually, I should check what can appear on this route before I head back out of the tall grass. Attack, kill. Pursuit wouldn't have done anymore. It's a fairy type. Nav. Wingle and Yanma on the water. Yanma, Tailo, Pidgey in the grass. It's all the same as I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna switch my team back because I do need to level up my. I'm gonna put Q in the front because I do need to level up my water and grass types. Gun. Let's try wing attack. Wing attack does more. does she see us from all the way over there? So wing attack is definitely the way to go here. So we're gonna go wing attack again. That should kill. Stun pour kind of sucks. We're gonna go for another wing attack. Hits. That's great. Scary levels up. Battle over. We can't cut yet. Now, the one thing that worries me is I think the twins here have electric type Pokemon. I'm gonna put Sprout here, just in case. No, they had Seedot and Lotad. I'm going to get rid of that Seedot while we can. We're going to switch Sprout to Noct. Alright, Seedot's gone. Nice. We switched into Noct and it did no damage. So Wing Attack Lotad. We peck Lotad, even though we're not going to get a chance to peck, because Wing Attack is just going to kill the Lotad. That's that. I need to watch out for future twins, because I guarantee you some of them are going to have electric types because of Fossil Minun. 2 cherry berries, we're going to grab those. Lava berries, we're going to grab those. Now, the reason the cherry berries are so important, speed is the most important aspect of flying types. Because most flying types are like really fast. So if you paralyze and cut their speed, they've got nothing left. So you gotta be real careful with paralysis for flying types. Not to mention that if you're getting paralyzed, chances are you got hit by an electric type move, and if you get hit by an electric type move, you're pretty dang weak. Almanice. Uh-oh. I might have to switch to Sprout here. It's increasing its defense, which doesn't matter. Bites, not too bad. Kabuto. Go Water Gun again and see how much that does. Five damage, we can survive a crit. was easy enough. Heal up the team. Now, unfortunately, the only Pokemon that are actually going to be useful for Roxanne are Huey, Sprout, and Rhea. So I guess Noct could get some hypnosis action in. Something new to Rustboro. Just need to find it. Here it is. This leads to the Wishing Well. Wishing Well is banned for anyone who has read the rules of my Poison Monologue videos. Except any flying types here. Chingling. Oh, Chingling's a steel type now. Growlithe, Mankey, Wynaut, Teddiursa. We've already got Tailo, Cleffa, and Igglybuff. Nothing of interest to us. Now we are going to head up here, see if we can get any more flying types. Pichu, Ampom, Nincada, Abra, Nidoran, Tailo, Skitty, Bonzi, Kecleon, Sandshrew. Now, I am a little interested in Nincada because of Ninjask. Tackle for poison powder. I'm actually gonna head back. I do want to handle Roxanne this stream, and I mean, I've been going for I believe about an hour and a half. Maybe almost an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to battle Roxanne. do that now. Aaron, okay. Good thing we let off with Huey instead of Sprout. I did not mean to use Wing Attack. We want a Water Gun, not Wing Attack. Rhea in the front. Now we've got a double battle. We're just gonna Bubble Beam, and Sprout is gonna absorb. Oh, they have Generation 5 sturdy mechanics. That's good for when I want to use them. Bad for right now. Luckily, that one didn't have sturdy. We want Confuse Ray over Super Sonic. Because Super Sonic is inaccurate, Confuse Ray is well accurate. He levels up as well, that's good. Down this Bonsley to make it a 1v2. Or a 2v1, I guess. Now Sprout does go first. So this should kill, and then they'll send out their other Pokemon, and then they'll take Rhea's Bubble Beam. So Aaron's going to take the Bubble Beam. And survive because of Sturdy. That doesn't matter. It dies to absorb. Sprout levels 13. Now, despite these three being the only actual useful ones, I do need to bring in some fodder, because if all my Pokemon faint, it's game over. So the most sacrificable are Spot, Schmetterling, because Butterfree is actually better than Beautyfly, if I'm not mistaken. And then I'll bring not because he's sacrificable, but because he could actually be useful with his Hypnosis. So we're gonna heal up. Hello, nurse. next here? We are about to challenge Roxanne. First, we're going to rare candy up. Now, I'm bringing in Rhea, Sprout, and Huey for actual fighting. Spot's a sacrifice. Schmetterlin's a sacrifice. Nuts is kind of a sacrifice, but could be useful with Hypnosis, only being sacrificed if absolutely necessary. So let's start rare candying. Our max level is, I believe, 14 here. Sprout wants to learn Stun Spore. Stun Spore gives us speed control, but most flying type Pokemon are fast already, so I don't feel like I really need it. So I'm going to keep Poison Powder. Okay, so our max level is 15. Yeah, max level is 15. Okay, good to know. Ray wants to learn Wing Attack. Sure thing. Let's go ahead and get rid of Tackle. So you're a special attacker anyways, but we might as well have Stab just in case. Level 15. Now for Huey. Huey wants to learn Mist. What is Mist again? Mist is... stops reduction of stats. I'm gonna pass on Mist for now. Now Huey wants to learn Water Pulse and is extra useful in this fight. So we're gonna get rid of Water Gun. We're gonna keep Growl because it can be good if things start going south. We're gonna keep Supersonic because this confusion can come in clutch. Level up Spot. Spot learn Comet Punch. Spot learn Light Screen. Let's learn Reflect. We actually do want this. We're getting rid of the Tackle and keep Comet Punch. So Spot's basically going to be a support sacrifice if necessary. Safeguard. What is Safeguard again? Prevent status problems. No, we don't really need that right now. Mach Punch. That could actually come in handy. We're gonna get rid of Comet Punch because Mach Punch can be useful for at least the Roxanne fights. Schmetterlin evolves. So now we're actually allowed to use Schmetterling. Because we weren't before. Now that it is a flying type, we absolutely can. Schmetterling learned Gust. Doesn't really matter, that doesn't help us in this fight. Absorb helps us in this fight, though. So these Pokemon that I thought were going to be sacrifices are learning some moves that are actually going to make them somewhat useful if necessary. We want to learn Confusion. Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and get rid of Tackle. Learn Echoed Voice. Noctowl's a special attacker. Let's get rid of Foresight for Echoed Voice. Keep Hypnosis. Level 14. And level 15. So now everyone is ready. Off to fight Roxanne we go. Let me in! Here we go. Here we go. Battle against Roxanne. Anorith. Bug. Rock. We Bubble Beam. The Leap. Grass Rock. Bit of a problem. Confuse Ray. Start of the Confuse Ray. Hurt itself in its confusion, that's great. Then we're gonna hit it with a Bubble Beam, see how much damage that does. We're already faster than it, so there's no point in using Bubble. It snaps out of confusion already? Oh, Rock Tomb sucks. No! And our speed goes down. Well, we can tank one more, so we're gonna Bubble Beam again. She uses a potion, not great. But at least she used a potion. We Bubble Beam. We should tank one more Rock Tomb. Yep, we do. However, this does mean we're at a point where we need to sacrifice someone. Probably. I'm gonna send out Spot. Not as a sacrifice, although Rock Tomb's probably gonna kill it in one hit. We should be faster. We're going to... Hold on, I need to double check which one's which. Reflect weakens physical attacks. So we're going to reflect. So hopefully Spot lives this. It lives because of that. That's great. We're going to Mach Punch. We should take one more as long as they don't crit. Yup. Does one more Mach Punch do it? It does, yes! Oh, that's great. So that Nose Pass, here's our big issue. We're going to switch to... Let's start by switching to Noct. See if we can put it to sleep. We take that without issue. We Hypnosis. We miss. We should take this thanks to the Reflect. We do. Oh, the speed fell out. I'm not sure I like that. Reflect wears off. We're gonna Hypnosis again. Oh no, it outspeeds! Oh, well. Well, there goes Noct. Okay. Let's bring in Huey. Hello to those who are just joining. We're in the middle of the first gym battle against Roxanne, and we have just suffered our first death. We have unfortunately lost to Noct, the Hoot Hoot. But Roxanne is down to her last Pokemon, so hopefully we can do this without another loss. Oh no. I think we need to make a sacrifice here. I'm gonna sacrifice Schmetterlin. Go, Schmetterlin. Rest in peace. You are the most sacrificable. Alright. Sprouts, please tell me you can kill this thing. Oh no! Oh, it had a berry too. How much does this do? Oh, we're gonna need to make another sacrifice. Oh, I hate this. We've already lost. We're about to lose our third Pokemon. No. Well, Huey, Rhea, and Sprout have better potential than Spot, so Spot's gotta be the one to be sacrificed. We're doing a flying Nuzlocke. And the first gym is rock. I kind of expected a massacre like this to happen, but it's not over yet. So let's see, we've got 28 special attack versus 21 special attack. Water Pulse does 60, Bull Beam does 65. We send out Rhea, our starter. We started with this Mantite. Rhea, it is up to you. You absolutely have to kill this Nosepass now. Yes, okay. Well, we lost half. Funny enough, we lost the 3 Pokemon we brought in to sack if necessary. And it ended up being necessary. So, I guess I did some good planning. Honestly, one of those deaths was probably avoidable. I probably could have avoided one of those deaths if I'd played better, but it's a little late for that. I started losing Pokemon, I panicked. I should have locked in instead of panicking. So now we can use Cut, which means we can get a couple more items, and we can also get 1 new Pokemon. Oh, and there goes Team Aqua. We're just gonna ignore that for now and head back to the Pokemon Center. We're gonna call this... Well, since they're flying types, we're gonna call this Heaven. Ignore the Trico in there. That was... Even when doing a monologue here, you're obligated to pick a Ho as starter. So I picked the Trico and just threw it away. So let's see. Next up is gonna be Brawly. Let's bring in some more Pokemon. Let's bring in Sonic the Yanma. Let's put Huey away for now, so that we're not overlapping types too much. Let's bring in P. Jenny, the Pidgey. Let's bring in Freiheit, the Caterpie. Actually, no, let's leave Freiheit behind. Let's bring in Icarus, the Tailo. And let's bring in Scary, the Spearow. Actually, we're gonna bring in Freje, just so that we can level everyone to 15. So I'm gonna take Sprout out for now. Obviously, we gotta keep our starter in our party. We're gonna heal real quick. And then we're gonna rare candy all of our Pokemon to level 15, since that was the previous level cap. Oh, Freje is evolving. How y'all doing in chat? This is gonna be a bit of a slow part of the stream, but hey, it's better than watching grinding. So it's rare candies or grinding. But I learned Harden. We don't care about that. Well, that can make him tanky. It could be useful. Freje evolves into Butterfree. Why not both? Why not both what? I've already forgotten. What did I say why not both to? Freje learned Gust. Rare candies and grinding. I mean, so the way I'm doing it is I'm banning the use of rare candies until I reach the next gym leader. So until I'm about to fight the next gym leader, everything is regular grinding. So I have to battle the trainers and wild Pokemon to level up. And then once I reach the gym leader, then I can level up all my Pokemon with rare candies. So technically it is both. It's just that doing it with only grinding tends to be time-consuming and boring, which isn't great for live streams, where the streamer just did not come up with conversation topics ahead of time. Let's see, what do we delete for confusion? You're a special attacker. We're gonna get rid of Tackle. String Shot could come in handy, so we're gonna keep that. Poison Powder, no. Not for Freje. No, you're not getting... actually, let's get rid of String Shot for Stun Spore, because Paralysis also slows the Pokemon, so it could come in handy. No, you're not learning Sleep Powder 2. 14 and 15. Okay, so next is Sonic. Sonic gets Quick Attack, which is useless because of its ability Speed Boost. Infestation. Foes infested and attack for 4 or 5 turns. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of Foresight for that. And Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom! I mean, it's gonna be useful for a little bit. We get rid of Tackle, there's no point of having Tackle and Quick Attack. Didn't need to do that. Next is P. Jenny. P. Jenny learned Gust. Level 10. Level 11. P. Jenny learned Quick Attack, that's nice. And 15. Next is Icarus the Tailo. The Guts Tailo, really good Tailo. Any Guts Tailo is a good Tailo. Wants to learn wants to learn Wing Attack, yes please. Get rid of Peck. Peck is not very good. I mean, at least it's a flying type move, but it's still not as good as wing attack. And now Scary, named after the first live viewer we've had. But also because the evolution is Fearow, which is just a funny coincidence. We're gonna get rid of Growl, keep Leer since it's physical attacker. Let's wants to learn Aerial Ace. Yes, please. Aerial Ace, no miss, 60 power. Get rid of Pack any day. Give me that Aerial Ace. Now, I'm going to put some of these away, because I do plan on catching a couple new friends between now and next gym. So we're gonna keep Jenny. What type of? Here's an interesting thing. You'll notice Pidgey is if you know anything about Pokemon, you'll notice Pidgey is missing its normal type. This game changed a bunch of Pokemon types. Like Frey, the Butterfree is now Bug Psychic type instead of Bug Flying, which actually means, now that I realize it, that I am banned from using it. Unfortunate. Goodbye, Freyhates. Your type was changed, and now I'm not allowed to use you. Unfortunate. That is a shame. And then we're actually gonna put... Let's put Icarus back for now. We'll come back for Icarus another time. But for now, we're gonna keep this team. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to head back to town. Oh, we don't have any Pokemon on us that can learn Cut. So the way... Oh wait, I don't have the HM Cut, that's why. Silly me. I forgot to go to the Cutter's house. Just give me... Stop talking and give me the cut. That sounded wrong. That sounded wrong somehow. So let's try that again now that we have the HM for cut. Sweet. So we get an X accuracy, which we can't use because we banned in-game battle items, so that's basically just money. Now we will have to go back after anyways, so I guess we might as well do this section up here first instead. Just remind me, if someone could remind me in the chat later to go back to Little Root Town, because there's something there that I want. Let's see. No, we want a Dex Nav. We want Nincada, because Nincada evolves into Ninjask, and I believe Ninjask is still Bug Flying. Hopefully, if it's not Bug Flying, it's going to be Bug Dart. That's going to be unfortunate. No, we don't want to fight. We don't want to have that problem. We're going to Master Ball. Great. Love that. Makes test the roots of a mighty tree using its whiskers like antennae. It probes its surroundings in the pitch black darkness of soil. Give a nickname. Alright, we need a nickname for Nincada. Any ideas, chat? Any ideas? You know, since the evolution is ninjas, you know what? We'll name it Barry. We'll name her Barry. You know what? Why not? We'll name you Barry, Dad. We'll still name it Barry. I'm okay with that. Just keep in mind that if this thing evolves and it's not a flying type, I have to toss it. Let's see. I need to go to the bag. Let's get this thing up to level 15. Since that is the level cap. Barry learned Sand Attack. Barry learned Pocket Sand. Fury Swipes. Yeah, let's get rid of Scratch. Now, even though I have Barry in the party, I can't use Barry. Pocket Sand is your kind of move. Now, even though Barry is in the party, Barry is not yet a flying type, so I can't use Barry in battle. So if we're left with just Barry, we kind of just have to let Barry die. But at that point, we lose anyways. We lose the run anyways, and we have to start over with a new type. And if that's the case, it's not going to be tonight. I've already been streaming for, what, 2.5 hours? Like, I have no problem still streaming for now, but if I have to if I fail the run at this point, then I'm just gonna restart next stream. Heck, I might start streaming on. Nah. I was gonna say I might start streaming Wednesdays, but there's already people who stream on Wednesdays, and I kind of like watching their streams. So, not Wednesdays. I'll just continue doing a Wednesday upload, and then maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll do a Wednesday upload that is not Pokemon, then I'll stream Pokemon on Sundays. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm still figuring out my schedule. There's no item up there. There is an item over here, though. Halo, but we already have one. Okay, so we've got a hiker. Rock types are a bit of a problem, but at least we have Rhea, who's a water type, to deal with that. So I'm not too concerned. We're gonna Bubble Beam. And as long as this thing doesn't have Sturdy, we should be fine. It had Sturdy. Okay, it's only using Rock Polish, that's fine. We still outspeed. So this thing is just dead. We're gonna Bubble, and Geodude dies. Easy. Losing made him tired, apparently. Okay, that just will rock you hard does not sound okay. You can't say that, man. Our character's 10 years old. It's dead enough here on board. So can we battle? Yeah, we can battle. I don't mind battling. Hiker Devin, Youngster Johnson. What's his first name? Johnson's Don't tell me this kid's first name is Johnson. Hell no. Come on, tell me. What is your first name, kid? Because it's definitely not Johnson. so we're gonna Bubble Beam Geodude, and we're gonna Infestation Shroomish. That did a lot more damage than I was expecting, to be honest. I mean, sure, it's stab and it's super effective, but it's only a 20 power move. Oh, Leech Seed. We get a speed boost from the speed boost. Leech Seed, and then Infestation takes effect. So we're gonna Wing Attack Shroomish and Quick Attack the Geodude. Geodude goes down. Nose Pass comes out. We're gonna have to deal with that quickly. And then Lotad comes out. Lotad's not a problem. Speed boost again. That's nice. Leech Seed's still in effect, which is kind of annoying. We are going to Bubble Beam the Nose Pass, and then we're going to Sonic Boom the Nose Pass, or in the other order. Oh my goodness! I forgot how useful Sonic Boom is this early in the game, because it does a set amount of damage. Another speed boost. Oh my god. We're gonna Wing Attack that, we're gonna Sonic Boom that. If a Sonic Boom kill a Lotad? It doesn't. But that's okay, we use Wing Attack. Now, I just noticed the time. I will be right back. I gotta take care of something real quick. I do apologize. I will make it quick and then I will be back. Alright, I am back. Apologies for the wait. In we go. Are there any flying types in here? No. But there are two ice types, which would have been great during our last run, except we already had a Swinub. Give us back the flying type, brother. Give us back the flying type. How dare you mess with flying types? Oh, it's this dumb Wilmer again. Oh, it knows roll out now. That's really not good. As long as we survive this rollout, we're good. Yeah, the wing attack should be enough. Alright, and we crit too. That's perfect. Good job, Rhea. You did a good job. Oh, and we've got an encounter. Fighting type. I wonder who wins, fighting versus flying. Bide all you want. I'm 10 levels above you, and I've got flying stab. Super effective stab. It is over before it has begun. Is there anything over here? There is. Ugh, X special attack. Can't use that. And I already know what's in the cave from our poison run. I'm actually going to use our potion on that. One of our potions. Heal Rhea. Now I'm actually gonna end the stream here. We beat Roxanne. We beat Team Aqua and saved Pico. So next episode we're gonna go through the small gauntlet of trainers, and then we're gonna deal with Brawley and make our way toward Watson. And I'm thinking, if you're watching this, I'm thinking here, from now on Wednesdays, I'm still gonna do an upload, but it's not going to be Pokemon anymore. Or it could be Pokemon, but it's not necessarily gonna be Pokemon. And from now on, I'm just gonna stream Sunday evenings like this, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. I'm going to live stream my Nuzlocke attempts. Just a way to interact more with you guys, my viewers, who appreciate this stuff. So that's gonna be it. See you all next time.